So the SAG AFTRA Mafia is back at it again, boys. The SAG AFTRA Union, the Break Your Freaking Kneecaps Mafia, is back at it again with another update to their strike where they are literally going against Fortnite for the AI use to make Darth Vader's voice. Absolutely insane considering the fact that James Earl Jones approved of his voice being used in AI. This, by the way, folks, basically means that SAG AFTRA does not consent to James Earl Jones's voice being used in AI, even though his family signed off on it on his death. They think that they own his voice more than he does. That's the issue. SAG AFTRA believes that they own Darth Vader's voice whenever it comes to AI. So let's get into it. SAG AFTRA has filed an unfair labor practice charge against Epic Games for the use of AI for Darth Vader's voice in Fortnite. Fortnite's signatory company chose to replace the work of human performers with AI technology. Unfortunately, they did so without providing any notice of their intent to us to do so, and without bargaining with us over appropriate terms. Absolutely insane. The SAG AFTRA Mafia coming after Fortnite for them stepping on their toes whenever it comes to AI and voice actors. Like, holy cow. And be sure you stick around to the end, folks, because I've got a crazy update whenever it comes to the Anime Expo, because a lot of the freaking members over at SAG are attacking the Anime Expo now, and it's absolutely freaking ridiculous. They cannot stop, boys. They crash out on the daily. Here we got proof that James Earl Jones's estate allowed AI to use his voice. Now Darth Vader is saying some crazy things in Fortnite, which is the issue, by the way, because it's an NPC that you can talk to, that you can engage with. So of course some people are going to make it say some crazy things. It is a fun idea for a video game to have a character that does not have guaranteed responses but generated ones to feel like it's real life. Okay, I approve of this. Darth Vader is now a character in Fortnite using an AI version of James Earl Jones's voice. Jones's family said they allowed AI to use his voice because he wanted all ages to experience Darth Vader, which is absolutely peak. It is insane. The fact that SAG AFTRA is not honoring this, the fact that SAG AFTRA actually believes that they own his voice more than he does, is what is ridiculous, folks. With a lot of these comments here being freaking crazy, it's almost like you guys should have prevented him from selling his voice for AI in the first place. Didn't James Earl Jones, his state provided his permission? And two, how does someone who passed away still a member? That's because they still own your voice even after you're gone. That's what that means. They're going to protect your voice, quote unquote, protect your voice. They care more about owning his voice than protecting his wishes, which is absolutely insane. How is it that your rights should override the will of his estate? It seems that y'all are just being petty for the sake of it. No, it's over the sake of money. That is what it's over. This is why unions are evil. Even if you choose for yourself what you want to do, the union demands its pound of flesh, evil bad tards, which is ridiculous. Can anyone go on Fortnite and get the Vader AI to say SAG AFTRA is weak, lazy, and corrupt? Which would be absolutely freaking funny. If anybody could do that, please link that to me on X, because I will cry laughing over it later. But it's ridiculous how far this has come, with even Michaela Laws here, VA Michaela Laws, commenting on this, saying that an AI NPC in a video game is dumb because it literally just has it's not as good as 10 to 20 pre-written replies. Buddy, the NPC generates a reply for the player. It is base by base, player by player, and it literally sucks you into the game and makes you feel like you're actually talking to another person. Attacking the NPC saying it's a bad idea is a terrible thing. That is not the point you want to make. Okay, that's ridiculous. If we move on, here we've got SAG AFTRA's statement on Fortnite's use of AI Darth Vader voice and ULP filing. That's right, boys. They literally had a ULP filing against Fortnite because Disney and Fortnite stepped on their freaking toes. Here it says, I know James Earl Jones was a member of SAG AFTRA and a board member of SAG, which is the Screen Actor Guild, but what excuse do you have to do this? James passed away. He is no longer a member because of that, but his voice evidently is, because they will continue to quote unquote protect your voice into the future, which basically means that they will negotiate contracts for your voice because they believe that they own it, because they get that percentage cut when they do, baby. Not only that, but while he was alive, he signed on to allow Disney to use his AI to provide the voice of Darth Vader for future generations to enjoy. Even his family approved of it, which is peak. Now Disney has a working partnership with Epic Games, meaning not only does Disney have legal rights to use his voice for AI, but they allowed Epic the same liberty for the current season of Fortnite. So the absolute issue here is that Disney and Epic Games stepped on the toes of the SAG AFTRA Mafia, and the SAG AFTRA Mafia has been feeling a little bit too powerful lately with that AI bat that they've been swinging around. And guess what, boys? It's a swing and a miss. If we move over to here, their statement is freaking crazy. SAG AFTRA has released the following statement: we celebrate the right of our members and their estates to control the use of their digital replicas. Do you really? Do you really? Then why, if you actually celebrate the right of your members and their estates to control the use of their digital replicas, do you need to be bargained with by Epic Games to even do it? Why do they even need to bargain with you then, if you respect your members' rights to control their own digital replicas? That's ridiculous. Talk about hypocrisy. Talk about literally contradicting yourself in one sentence. And welcome the use of new technologies? Buddy, contradict yourself again. You literally expose yourself every single sentence you stinking right. To allow new generations to share in the enjoyment of those legacies and renowned roles. However, we must protect our right to bargain terms. So it's not even about protecting the voice. It's just protecting their right to bargain terms and conditions around uses of a voice that replace the work of our members. So you're not respecting his wishes. You literally just want to protect your own right to be able to bargain terms. So quote unquote, Disney and Epic Games stepped on your toes and you didn't like it. Even though it was allowed, you didn't like it. And now you want your piece of the pie. That's the issue. You care more about owning this man's voice than you do about protecting it, including those who previously did the work of matching Darth Vader's iconic rhythm and tone in video games. If it wasn't James Earl Jones, then why does it matter? The AI was trained to be like James Earl Jones. Fortnite's signatory company Llama Productions chose to replace the work of human performers with AI technology. Unfortunately, they did so without providing any notice of their intent to do this and without bargaining with us over appropriate terms. Does that not just sound like a literal mafia to y'all? Like, how dare you not bargain with me over appropriate terms? How dare you find a way around me? How dare you step on my toes? Like, holy cow. As such, we have filed an unfair labor practice charge with the NLRB against Llama Productions. Like, are you kidding me, dude? This is so cringe. This is absolutely ridiculous. With this up here, Sir Savvy even saying, oh my God, they actually wrote this. They signed with AI companies without holding a vote after the Hollywood strike to ensure they got money from the AI companies. Yeah, you're right. Abso-freaking-lutely. They're mad that they aren't getting a cut. Yes, you're right again. They are trying to bully international companies into forcibly working with them, and they're trying to monopoly all this bullshit. That's right. They are literally using the Trojan horse that is AI to blanket strike every single company in the entertainment industry, spearheaded by the #1 paid union CEO in the entertainment industry, to basically try to monopolize the industry. It's ridiculous. If anyone had a spine, they'd cancel their SAG contracts. What a joke. The state agreed to this with Epic. You have no reason to be involved. Thank you very much. What's crazy is they literally start this with, we celebrate the right of our members and their estates to control their digital replicas. Obviously you don't. Obviously you care more about owning this man's voice than protecting it. Also, we've got an issue with the Anime Expo. That's right, boys. The VAs, the SAG AFTRA VAs, are now crashing out on the Anime Expo for using what appears to be an AI image on the screenshot of the workshop. Like, holy cow, this is what they say. This is ridiculous. That's AI. So I'm done playing nice. Any actor that does this panel is gonna get a mega size side eye from me. Oh, but blacklisting doesn't exist in the industry. My ass, buddy, my ass. You blacklist people on the daily. Because how the F are you going to justify this? Pull out or make the convention go forehead to floor in an apology because of this BS. That sounds like what they said to Jacob Takanashi. That sounds like how they treated Jacob Takanashi. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's literally just the panel for the Anime Expo for the workshop for voice acting for Japanese anime, which is literally wholesome. I don't see the issue with it. What is wrong with them using this? Here they say no actor worth their salt will give excuses for this. If you are attached to this panel and don't either pull out or speak the F up about this BS, then you need to reevaluate your morals on whether or not you actually give a crap about arts at all. Like, holy cow. So they need to drop out of the Anime Expo for the workshop for voice acting for Japanese anime just because you say so, because that means that they're not worth their salt as a VA. Are you kidding me, dude? Not everybody has your values. Not everybody has those lines that you are not willing to cross, okay? A lot of people's lines are a lot further ahead. You can't expect everyone to be as extreme as you. I believe that we do need AI protections in the voice acting space, but I think that it needs to come about by multiple different things and not spearheaded by one union that's trying to gain control of the entire entertainment industry to force everybody to basically pay them union dues and give them cuts of their contract whenever 86% of their members do not even make enough to receive health care. Are you freaking kidding me? It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, boys, what do y'all think about that? Paper or plastic? Paper being good, plastic being bad. Paper being that organic, crisp, clean, good shit that we need in the voice acting industry, and plastic being that shit that gets wrapped around some stupid turtle's neck in the ocean, baby. Just swimming along with that little bit of plastic on its neck. You know what I'm saying? Just so sad, so sad. Plastic is just sad these days, boys. We don't need none of that. We don't need no plastic, boys. We don't need none of it. But you guys let me know down below what you think. Paper or plastic? I'm going with plastic. These motherfreakers are plastic as fuck. They are plastic through and through. They're basically mannequins. They're aliens. They're from outer space. They come over to take over the SAG AFTRA union, to take over the entertainment industry, and just to try to control all of us and make us all into lizard people, okay? Obviously, these people had the worst intentions. But you guys be sure to let me know down below what you think, all right, boys? Also, subscribe to join the 10K squad. Every 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a huge shout out to you and your friends and anybody else that comments the most, okay? And use code PAPERBAGBOYS10 in your checkout at Advanced GG to get 10% off of all of your orders. That's right, boys. Old Paper Bag Boy got y'all 10% off, baby. Anyways, that's it for me, boys. GG's. Peace.